Welcome back everyone, and in this video we're going to speak about being soft after being so strong for so long. First, I want everyone to understand that being soft isn't a weakness. It actually allows you to be in tune with your emotions, in tune with who you are as a person. So don't think softness is an insecurity, a weakness, or even a disability, because you being soft actually brings opportunities to your life, which we're going to find out in this video. Being soft is not a weakness. It's emotional intelligence in motion. So you being soft doesn't mean you have a disability or you're weak or you claim to be something you're not. In fact, you are just emotional intelligence, and you know that certain things are not meant for you to be reacting to. So let's learn 5 benefits of being soft. What are the outcomes of being soft? What do you achieve by being soft? The first one I would say of being soft is emotional clarity. Being soft helps you understand and process your feelings. It helps you acknowledge who you are and the things that's happening inside of you. Rather than you suppressing your emotions, suppressing how you feel, being soft allows you to remove everything inside of you. It allows you to open up yourself in ways that others cannot help you with. You know, you have friends, you have people around you that can help you to extent, but being soft allows you to be in tune with who you are. Accept that, you know what, I'm actually going through this problem, and it's okay to go through this problem, because you know what, you are understanding who you are inside. You're allowing your emotions to speak. You're allowing your feelings to speak so that you can understand yourself better. Not people dumping perspectives about you that you are this type of person. No, when you understand and you no longer suppress your emotions, you are very clear with who you are. You understand, you know what, me being this person, it's fine. I'm working on that. But when you're not soft, or when you try to act so strong and situations happen and you're like, oh, no, I have to be strong. I have to be strong. But there are moments where like those emotions, they really do cut deep. But then being soft allows you to not suppress that emotion. It allows you to understand who you are and to become the best version of yourself. Another benefit of being soft is deeper connections. When you are soft, you are able to build deeper connections. You're able to understand others. You're able to conversate with others, rather than you suppressing who you are, rather than you showing this I am strong type of person. You cannot speak to me anyhow. You cannot talk to me anyhow. When you're soft, people even want to take care of you. They look at you as so gentle, as such a baby, that, oh, she's such a baby. Like, they want to take care of you, where you put this boss lady type of attitude. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's just when you want to build deeper connections, you may have to be soft a bit, because people want people that understand them. People want people that are authentic. They want to understand people that are authentic. They don't want people that is fake. They are putting this facade that you have to be this type of person. But softness allows you to build that connection with them, allows you to be your true self, allows you to explore yourself. And that's why being soft is not only about, being quiet. Softness is not quiet. Softness is just emotional intelligence in motion. Always remember that. Another benefit of being soft is resilience through grace. Yes, resilience through grace. And I mean, softness allows you to bend. It allows you to overcome without breaking, without shouting, without overreacting, without, releasing your emotions in ways that you could never ever think you could. Softness allows you to bend, but it doesn't allow you to break. There are situations that have happened in your life, and out of your reaction, it showed who you really are from inside. They say the way you react is what's inside of you. And I believe that statement for sure. Because if you're able to go through so many hardships, you're able to go through so many situations into your life, but yet you're soft, yet you know who you are, you won't allow that to break you. Yes, it will bend you. It will change. It will allow you to explore yourself. It will allow you to realize things that you didn't know. But you're not going to be acting out of an impulse, out of an emotion. You're not going to do that, because you understand, wait, this has happened. But you know what? I'm going to be emotional intelligent. I'm going to sit back, analyze the situation, and realize, this is for me to take in. This is for me to learn. Rather than me reacting and regretting afterwards how I behaved. So softness allows you to be who you are, to be authentic, but at the same time, to mold during that authenticness, to become the best version of yourself. That's what softness allows you to become. Another benefit of softness is creativity and intuition. When you're always in defense mode, when you're always ready to fight, when you're always ready to give an answer back, you don't allow your mind to think, you don't allow your mind to be creative. When you allow softness to enter inside of you, when you allow yourself to be at peace and be at ease, you are able to allow your mind to have greater imaginations and be creative with how you handle things. Rather than you acting out of an impulse, rather than you doing things that later on you're going to regret, you're going to think to yourself, let me take a moment. Silence does speak. And sometimes being silent is the best option. But during that silence, you're constantly thinking within your mind, how can I add to this situation? How can I subtract to this situation? How can I leave the situation without offending others? It allows you to be creative, to feel free, but also flow freely. This is the main reason why I wanted to become soft. Peace of mind. I believe that being soft brings peace of mind. It allows you to not prove anything to others. You don't need to prove anything. When you're soft, when you know yourself and understand yourself, you don't need to prove yourself to others. You don't need to be begging for approval. You don't need to be accepted. If people call you names, if they call you things, you're even happy with it because you understand that authenticness is what really matters. Competition is everywhere. Everyone wants to copy each other. There's copycats everywhere you go. But what beats competition is authenticness. When you're just yourself, when you're just living your life just as it is, you're able to be free. You're able to have a peace of mind. And that's why I allowed softness to enter into my life, for me to have a more peaceful life, for me to understand I don't need to prove myself to anyone. I don't need to. If you think that of me, then I would actually confirm with you, then yes, I am that type of person. Whatever thoughts you have about me, I have accepted it. That's fine, because I understand me proving myself to you is draining my energy. It's draining who I am. It's allowing me to become what you want me to be, but not what I should be. That's why softness really brings peace of mind. After hearing all the benefits of softness, let's understand why people actually remain strong. The first one is heartbreak and breakups. I've been there. I understand. The moment that you've been heartbroken, the moment that things have happened in your life and you never expected it to be that person, it hurts. I understand it does hurt. And the voice that comes to your mind that very moment is, you're going to be strong from now on. You would never allow anybody to speak to you in this manner. You will never allow people to step on you again. You will show them. You will prove to them. You're going to be that strong person. You will never allow your emotions to get the best of you. You never allow people to trust you. These are the voices that come inside the mind when someone has been heartbroken. And I understand. And you know what? It does make sense for you to become that person, but you're allowing yourself to lose who you are. You're allowing yourself to become something that you're not. Imagine you're such a gentle person. You're so sweet. You're so kind. But yet, out of a heartbreak, out of a breakup, you now adapt to this person that you don't even recognize. You become so strong, but deep down, you're in your bed crying. You're in your room regretting. You're in your, your space thinking about, why did that happen? Why have I become this type of person? You know what's so funny? People that are actually strong are the ones that cry the most. Vulnerability is not a weakness. It's actually you expressing who you are. It's actually showing to others that, you know what, I'm full of mistakes, but I'm able to pick myself up and become the best version of myself. And that's what I love about softness. It helps you to develop as a person, to become who you're meant to be. Another reason people stay strong is family expectations. Being the eldest daughter, of course, I understand. Your parents may have expectations that, you know what, you need to go to school, you need to graduate, you need to show your siblings that you are a strong woman, that you have succeeded. There are so many expectations, and there's no room for you to be vulnerable. There's no room for you to have weaknesses. There's no room for you to fall or for you to ever have problems. You have to be perfect. And I lived in that state, and I realized, you know what? No, I'm full of mistakes. I have said things that I regret. I have done things that I don't want to look back upon. But what am I going to do moving forward is become the best version of myself. And that's not me being hard on myself. That's not me being, a strong woman that is able to hold up feelings inside of her and not allow herself to actually deal with them. I don't want to be dealing with feelings inside of me, suppressing them. I want to deal with them by acknowledging them, by understanding this is how I feel. This is how I am today, and I'm going to tackle that feeling. Another reason why many people stay strong is because of rejection and failure. Yes, nobody likes to be rejected. Nobody likes to fail. Nobody wants to see the worst happening. I understand. But rejection and failure can actually mold a person, can actually help that person to grow, can help that person even become the best person of themselves. And why do many people, after rejection or failure, they end up putting the facade of, oh, I'm going to be strong now. You're not going to speak to me anyhow. You're not going to reject me anyhow. You're not going to put me down anyhow. Like they put this guard upon them. It builds a wall. That's what it does. You're constantly striving to prove yourself. You're constantly wanting to make sure that you are right, to make sure that you will never ever be placed in that predicament ever again. But in reality, rejection and failure can actually be a two. How many times have we heard multiple billionaires that have failed multiple times? They had to start again. They had to make sure things were done again. They went through rejection. They went through failure. But now look at them today. Are they not succeeding? Are they not able to provide to have their best life of their time? But how did they do that? It's through rejection and failure. They understood rejection and failure is not a weakness, it's not a disability, it's not a flaw. In fact, it's something that embraces, it's something that molds, it's something that builds. And when you allow that to happen, you allow yourself to become a person that is comfortable with who they are. I believe this is the biggest reason why many people stay strong. And this is actually what we see in our day to day lives, survival mode. Yes. And you may be like, Daniel, okay, nobody's gonna come and pick me up. Nobody's gonna come and help me. Nobody's gonna come and make sure that I'm doing what needs to be done. Like I have to save myself. And you know what? I agree. I agree. Nobody is gonna come and save you. Nobody is gonna come and tell you get up and work for yourself. Get up and be the version of yourself. Get up and become the person that you're meant to become. Nobody's gonna tell you to do that. Survival mode even allows you to forget that being soft is an option. I received more opportunities when I was soft, when I was vulnerable, when I was understanding, when I was in need. I was able to ask for help. I was able to say, oh, can you please kindly help me with this? Softness opens up opportunities. How many times have we seen elegant women or people that are very gentle, very kind, being helped, being assisted? Imagine seeing a woman that is so strong and she's so stuck up that she's going down the stairs and she needs her bags to be carried for her. But because she's so strong and she's so, mature, as they say, she doesn't ask for help. And that, guess what? She's there struggling. She's there thinking, oh, if only I could have help, if only I can receive help. All you can do is just be soft and ask kindly, can you kindly help me carry these bags? And that's how you do it. Softness opens up opportunities. I'm telling you guys, the amount of opportunities I received just by being soft. I should have been soft from a long time ago because that was actually really good. And I realized, I don't need to put on this facade I'm strong. No, I'm young and I should be asking for help. Yes, of course. Even if you're way mature, doesn't matter. Being soft opens up doors that you could actually never thought could open for you. I believe this should have been the first one on my list, but we keep the last for the best. So, this one is actually something that I had to analyze of myself as well and realize what is the reason why I'm so tough? What is the reason why I like to put on this facade that I am strong, that I don't have emotions, weaknesses, that no one can break me, no one can say something mean to me and I'm going to shake? what is the reason? What is triggering me? When I understood this, I realized that the main reason why I am not soft is because of fear of judgment. We often see softness as a weakness. That's why being tough is an option. Being tough is the only way out, as it seems. But then I realized I don't want to be tough because that's not who I am. Yes, I can be tough in succeeding my goals. I can be disciplined. I can be consistent. But being tough in receiving help, being tough in understanding others, being tough in wanting my way, being tough in doing things how I want it to be done, this is where it goes wrong. This is where now I'll be losing myself. I realize, you know what, Danielle, I'm so afraid of being soft because you don't want to be judged. You don't want to be seen as that girl that, she's so soft that, just have to take care of her like a baby. And they're these strong women that, you know what, they go and conquer anything that no man can break them. Nothing can shake them. But I don't want to be that. I want to be a woman that is true to her emotions, a woman that is emotionally intelligent. Doesn't mean now I'm going to react out of an impulse, or if I hear bad news, I'm going to now act out of, desperation. No, but I want to be true and understand, you know what? Yes, I am upset. Yes, I am angry about the situation, but you know what I'm going to do about it? I'm going to allow it to mold me. I'm going to allow myself to learn from this. Not saying, oh, that will never happen again to me. Walk off and move on. No, I don't want to suppress that because later down the line, those feelings, those emotions will happen and I'm going to explode because I've been harboring inside my heart this type of feelings. But when I realized that, I don't care about being judged. I don't care people see me as, oh, she's so soft, she's so this. I don't care. Let me be soft. Let me be vulnerable. Let me be true to myself because that's when I became the best version of myself. Now we know the benefits of being soft and why many people put on a facade that they're so strong and never ever could be hurt by anybody. Now, let's learn how we can be soft again because something happened to us. It was taken away from us. You're telling me that a child that is so innocent, so soft and gentle, all of a sudden became angry, aggressive, defensive. Something happened. But then now, let's go back to being soft again. And I'm going to show you how you can do that. So, the first practice that I can give you in being soft is start your morning slow. Ease into the day. Yes, in this constant world we live in, time is moving. You should also be moving. That's what they say. But when you take a moment to be at peace and just pause for a sec, hold on. Why am I in a rush? Why do I feel this anxiety of always doing things in a rush? Like, start your morning slow. Write within your journal. Give gratitude. Be true with what aligns you to you. Be true to what makes you feel. What makes you feel? Is it prayer? Is it being in nature? Is it going around speaking to people? Do you what actually brings you back to your feelings? And when I mean your feelings, I mean being true to yourself. I mean things that make you happy, things that make you at ease. Do things like this. Start your morning like this. And I'm telling you, you're going to feel more at peace with yourself. The second one is speak kindly to yourself. Yes, speak kindly to yourself. How many times have we spoken ill about ourselves? Oh, you can never do this. Oh, it's because of that thing. That's why you're not moving forward. Oh, it's because of this you're not moving forward. Notice your inner dialogue. Realize, okay, where are these voices coming from? Is it me that is speaking? Is this how I think about myself? Is this how I see myself? Is this how others see me? Like, analyze yourself and realize, sorry, this is not me. This is not normal for me to look at myself and have this kind of thoughts about myself, ill thoughts about myself. That's not right. So notice how you speak about yourself and place all those talks you have about yourself and make sure that you understand, wait, it's okay. It's okay. Yes, I did go through situations. Yes, I did, make some things I did in the past that I regret. Yes, I'm sure about it. But doesn't mean that should determine your future. Doesn't mean that is the reason why you cannot be at peace with yourself. You should be strong. No. Focus and realize that You can be soft, but use it as a tool. The third one is the biggest one for me, allowing myself to receive help and compliments. When it comes to compliments, guys, I used to be a person that each and every time somebody would call me beautiful, would call me gorgeous, I would be like, oh, so do you. Oh, so are you. No, you're the one that's beautiful. No, you're the one that's pretty. No, I realize, why is it that when people compliment me, it's something hard for me to receive? It's something hard for me to take in. Like, why do I believe that what they're saying is not true? And why do I believe that I cannot be helped? Why should I always be trying to put on a facade that no, I have to be strong like this, I cannot receive help? When I understood that, you know what, I should allow myself to help, that's when opportunities came to my way. That's when things opened in my life. That's when I realized that I don't have to suffer in silence. I don't have to be there trying to put myself in situations that I could have just come out if I just asked for help. Simple as. And with compliments, I realize all I have to say is thank you. I'm pleased with your compliments. Simple as. And I realized that majority of the time I gave compliments back, they were not sincere. I said it out of obligation. I said it out of saying it. I didn't say it from the deepest part of my soul. No, I didn't mean it. But then I realized, no, this is not true. This is not how it's meant to be done. I'm meant to accept the compliment. And if I actually admire something about the person, then I should say, you look great. So do you. Not even so do you. I'll say thank you. Thank you for your compliment. I appreciate your compliment. The fourth one is set soft boundaries. Yes, set soft boundaries. And I'm not meaning, oh, nobody can speak to me now because I'm so broken, because I'm so hurt, or nobody can talk to me anyhow because I'm now a strong woman. You will never step over me. I'm not speaking like that. Those boundaries are just toxic. Yourself, you wouldn't feel so drained. You're going to feel so, you know, heavy. You're going to feel so ashamed of yourself because the more that you put on this facade, this fakeness, people are able to even run away from you. They don't want to be around such a person. Let's be honest. Nobody wants to be around a person that is always defensive. You're always ready to fight. You're always ready to have a word or a say. Nobody wants to be around that person. So when I mean set soft boundaries, I'm talking about protecting your peace. If something has upset you, walk away. Now you know that softness is not a weakness. I advise you to practice one of the two things that I have listed here today. In fact, everything that I have listed here today. Analyze and see within yourself, why have I been so strong for so long? And how can I bring that softness back again? See you next time.